Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee,
Good morning and welcome to our Shreem Brzee chanting call. My name is Josie and I'm a Pillai Center student. I would like to welcome all of our return people, and I would also like to welcome are new people. You're at the right place at the right time. Welcome. Today we'll be chanting Shreem Brzee. What is Shreem Brzee? Shreem Brzee is a sacred sound of wealth. Dr. Pillai has given us this mantra that was given to him. Was Dr. Pillai? Bhaskaran Pillai, also known as Babaji to his devotees, is an international teacher, spiritual leader, humanitarian, and scholar mystic from southern India. Through his educational and humanitarian initiatives, Dr. Pillai's mission is to alleviate human pain and suffering in all forms. He is also a siddha, a fully enlightened being who has chosen to return to the earth plane to help humanity evolve. Why do we chant Shreem Brzee on Fridays? Because according to Vedic astrology, Fridays are a power time to connect with the goddess and the energy of abundance. So, as you all know, this is my first time back in quite some time. I actually had caught the coronavirus and was not doing very well. And so during my time of healing, I actually delved more into my practices and I started pulling out things that Baba had taught us from a while back. I had just started one of the other classes on learning the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. And during this time, also Shivaratri came about. And I was determined to get my healing because this coronavirus is not like something like I mean, the flu is bad, but this messes with your mind. It messes with every system in your body. And I know how strong of a person I am. And I take pride in being detail oriented and being on like having my ducks in a row. So I couldn't remember where a street that was 2 blocks away from me was. So then that's when I realized, okay, I need to do more spiritual stuff as well. So I really increased on, and I saw, even though I was feeling not well, I went on and I signed up for Shivaratri and I was determined to get my healing. So Shivaratri came, I'm fighting Corona, trying to stay up. And I guess it was just the sheer faith, knowing like the lady who touched the hem of Jesus' garment, if I could just do it, I'll get my blessing. So believe it or not, out of the 4 years I've been doing Shivaratri, this Shivaratri was the first time ever I actually stayed up for all the kalas. I actually was not sleepy. I hydrated my Shiva Lingam. I have a Shiva and the Nandi, every kala, and I did my stuff. I started feeling it before. When I next that night before I went to bed, I felt it. I literally had to make myself go to sleep. And when I did get up the next morning, I was completely healed. Now, this was just 6 days. I talk to people right now who actually still don't have their taste or sense of smell back. 6 days. I woke up that Monday morning feeling that Tuesday, I knew something was wrong. That Wednesday, it took all the strength and power I had to finish my day at work. So by the next Tuesday, I was good to go. My smell was coming back, taste come back. Within, I'll say 7 to 10 days, I was 100% recovered. And I know it was only due to my involvement with Dr. Pillai and the things that he has taught us, and the things that I also know from my own personal health of being in herbalism and aromatherapy and things, because I honestly believe in the things that the Most High God, the Creator, has put here for us to heal our bodies. And the spiritual practices are part of that. So I am so glad to be back. And it is so amazing because things have just been unfolding. It really forced me to get more committed and more disciplined. So with that, it's like, oh my goodness. And it's just given me a new lease on life to really understand what we're fighting against. And all I can say is you're at the right place at the right time, because this is going to help in every way. And I mean every way, because They're coming at us in every way, and we have to be geared up. We need the tools that we need in order to survive. So all I can say is I'm glad to be back. Welcome to everyone. Welcome new people. You're going to find life-changing tools here. And so with that in mind, this week Baba is talking about the basics of Shreem Brzee and how Shreem Brzee just keeps hammering into your brain to change your perception, to change your mind, to change how you relate to things. And before you can have any other change, you have to have that change. And that's what I'm so grateful for, because I probably would have went to the doctor, fearful of this whole pandemic thing and all that, but I didn't. My faith and my trust and my belief and my practice, it pulled me through. And so Baba is going to really explain how, and even Shreem Brzee during my time of healing in need, she's always there. And it's amazing how they all work together for us to come out on the other side shining and bright. And so that we can look back and so that we can be compassionate and that we can help other people, because you can't help someone if you don't know where they've been. If you haven't been through anything, you don't have that compassion and that humility to understand where they're coming from. So I know we all have a role to play. And all I can say is I am so blessed to be a part of this family. And I love you all. And with that in mind, I'm going to allow Dr. Pillai to explain where the sound comes from and how we can use it and how it benefits our life.
So the author of this mantra, Shreem Brzee, is Vishwamitra, who was an emperor and who wanted to give a lifestyle that of his own lifestyle, the emperor's lifestyle for everyone, and he was the most compassionate being ever lived on the earth plane. And he found out that there is no economic theory that would substantiate it, because his treasury would go bankrupt if he gives all the money in the bank in his treasury to his citizens. So he thought that it's fundamentally a person's consciousness that is responsible for that person's wealth or poverty. Poverty is created by consciousness, wealth is created by consciousness. Fundamentally, both wealth and poverty are sound frequencies. And these sound frequencies, if they are changed and then lodged in one's brain, and one begins to live it, then he is able to accordingly create poverty or prosperity. And that is the fundamental basis for this. I myself was very skeptical about it until, I was just kind of forced by the divine to do this at a time when the earth plane is going through a very, very difficult time. Things are going to get tougher. Already, people are going through very tough period, and if it gets tougher, it will be very difficult. So this is the time, during the time that divine comes with a divine solution. And the divine solution is that Shreem Brzee. This is the sound, a bosonic sound that can create the reality, and this reality here is the reality of prosperity for everyone. Regardless whether you have a skill set or whether you have education or whether you have anything, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is just to hammer, hammer, and hammer, and hammer your brain with this sound. And there is actually an example of a wine cork hammering a huge iron bar, and it keeps on, hammering the iron bar, and the huge iron bar, gets bent just by the iron cork constantly bending and hitting the iron bar. And this is exactly the same thing that is happening when you use the sound Shreem Brzee. It hammers and hammers and hammers. And there are a couple of things here. There are two types of hammering going on when you use it. One is by Shreem and another is by Brzee. The Brzee hammering is going to help you to change your karma. Unless your karma is changed, nothing is going to change. So it's important to change your karma. What is karma? Karma is your mindset. A mindset comes from your father, your father's father, and the great grandfather, and all these the biological genes are also have correlates for the soul genes. So you are also conditioned by the genes that you have inherited. If they are poverty genes, then you are naturally thinking those thoughts that are not prosperity related. So that is karma, and that has to be changed, and that Brzee has the ability to change that. Every second is new. It's not that you will have to pay a lot of time to get this done. Even the hammering analogy is just only an analogy. If your consciousness goes to a very, very low subtle level, then the hammering is not needed at all. Even just by one thought of Shreem Brzee, you can create a different reality. It's a matter of refining your consciousness to the atomic level, below the thinking level. When the breath stops, you can breathe, you can stop your breathing. When the breathing stops, then the mind will also stop. And at that level, it is the most powerful condition. And in that condition, Shreem Brzee has to be used. And this is the only way that I know of, not only I, but also the emperor knows that everybody, including the gardener or or even people who are below a gardener, can get to prosperity. That's why he spent 1500 years refining his consciousness to that level to find out the origin of money. And there are now so many people talking, whether they are politicians or whether they are spiritual people, they are both against money. Have you ever seen a politician talking about the prosperity of people? No, he will never talk about that. Or the religious people, they will never talk about prosperity. But the truth remains that when you receive money, when you receive a bonus or an increment, or somebody gives you a gift, how do you feel? You feel uh, a life bubbling forth. There is inherent joy. Why there is joy? Because money and joy and life are synonyms. Life, money, joy are synonyms. And why are the politicians, the economists, and then even mostly the religious people, the gurus and others, why they talk against money? Because they know that they cannot provide money to everyone. They don't know any way. And then it is, you read any scriptures for that matter. They all put down money people. But they all end up, the politicians become rich. The religious people become rich. And then, but then their teaching doesn't talk about money. But as far as I know, that I am the only guy who come out with and tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is that money lights you up. Why? Because it is Shreem. And money is Shreem. The word for money, which is not this dollar bill, but real money, which is gold, is Shreem. It is the sound of life. The sound of life, the sound of prana is Shreem. And then when you begin to live that sound, that is when you are going to experience the creation. You will be able to see the creative process. So you see, using the sound, you will come in touch with the creative process, and that is the most important one. So Shreem Brzee is a way to gradually help you to unfold the capability of the mind to conceive, the capability of the mind to conceive beyond 50,000 or beyond 100,000 or a million. So that ability to change the consumption capabilities lies in Shreem Brzee also. So when you go on saying this one over and over and over again, that's one thing, not just only hammering it, but also taking it through a level below the mind, then it becomes more powerful. Now everybody talks about the relationship between mind and matter. You know, it is the mind that creates matter. But then that condition has to be lived, has to be lived. Mind and matter should collapse to one reality. At that reality, you develop what is called Siddha Sankalpa. Siddha Sankalpa is you think and then you manifest. There is no manifestation without thought. If you pull a thought behind, say, $100, and then if you say, if you remove the linguistic thought reality of $100, the $100 by itself has no reality. So it is the thought that creates everything. And then there are different thoughts, and Shreem Brzee thought is called a bija star. A bija is like, I'm sitting here under a tree, and the tree has a very small seed, and the seed carries the tree. You do not know that. Similarly, Shreem is the seed, and it creates all the wealth that you want to create. And that is how it works. I want to see you gradually to progress, because your mind also will believe that. Now the mind, you'll be a millionaire tomorrow morning. The mind cannot believe that. But the day that mind believes that, then that is the creation of this reality.
So now we're going to chant and meditate with Dr. Pillai so that we can hammer in that Shreem Brzee, so that we can get the benefits that we so desire. We will begin with Dr. Pillai's invocation to the divine to bless us, and then Dr. Pillai will introduce us to the sacred sounds. So get comfortable, preferably in a place where you won't be distracted. Take a moment to set your intention as to what you would like to receive today. That is a very key factor to focus. Relax and be open to the blessing. For the next 30 minutes, we will chant with Dr. Pillai, and he will lead us into the divine experience of meditation. Enjoy.
Brzee, Brzee, Brzee. 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 Brzee, 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 Brzee. Brzee, 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 come into my life, into my body, into my mind, into my soul, and change me all over. Immediately at this moment, so that I don't have to wait. Waiting is a waste of time. Brzee, Brzee, Brzee. Put your attention on your third eye. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Allow the sound to go deep into the third eye. And from there, let it go into the entire brain. And pervade the whole body. You don't have the burden to check out what is going to work for you. Brzee will be like a watchdog to keep away wrong projects from your mind. It will spontaneously spring the right thought. The right thought will show up because of the power of Brzee. The right project will show up. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Absolutely, you have no responsibility. You have given everything to Brzee to control. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Now join me. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Allow the sound to permeate the mind, the body and the soul. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Brzee, Now, mentally keep repeating it within the third eye. You have completely given your financial plans, future to Brzee. Let Brzee lead you, control you, take over you.
Karma is your thought process, and that thought process is responsible for the kind of things you create around you. So if your thought process is just oriented towards scarcity, towards negativity, towards poverty, then that's what you create. We create our own reality of poverty or prosperity. Now, I'm going to call on Shreem Brzee, the gods of wealth. Shreem Brzee. Chant with me. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Our body is full of golden light. Shreem Brzee. 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 Now, put two beams of light into your two eyes and saturate the eyes, the eyeballs, with the light, golden light. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let a beam of light push through the mouth. Let the tongue feel the light. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let the ears receive the light. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let the light go through the two nostrils and to the lungs. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. The light fills the heart and the rest of the organs within the body. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Let the light fill our entire brain. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Let it fill our third eye, the pineal gland. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Just stay in the experience of light. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Make a prayer to bless you with abundance. Call on her with your body, mind and soul and heart. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Chant with me. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Now, completely surrender to God. Surrender your limited, constricted, poverty-stricken consciousness, scarcity-stricken consciousness. That's what you surrender. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Chant mentally in your eyes. The ears. the two nostrils, the tongue. The heart. Our entire brain. Our third eye, the pineal gland. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Make a heartfelt, sincere prayer for all your needs. No prayer will ever go unrealized if you do it with your heart. Now, pray for whatever you want to manifest. She has come and occupied your body, mind and soul. She will be with you and protect you. When you go to bed, pray to her. When you wake up in the morning, pray to her. Whenever you pray in the morning, always pray that you should create miracles today. Thank her for this day. Be grateful for her grace. Now, slowly, slowly, open your eyes. God bless.
You may slowly and gently come back to yourself. Take a few deep breaths to get back oriented. You may put some movement back into the body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Ooh, that was amazing. I feel so energized and really good. Feel free to post any experiences that you might have during our session today. And if you enjoyed today's program, please click the like button and click the subscribe button. Once you do that, click on the bell and you'll be notified about this chanting session and the other many Shreem Brzee programs. Now, to share some upcoming events, here's Donna from the Pillai Center.
Thank you, Josie. Hi, everybody. So good to have you back, Josie. And yes, it's been a really powerful session. I've been just sitting here just weeping at times. It's been so moving and so uplifting and so filled with love. And thank you, everybody, for being with us today, and to the new people. So glad that you're here. I wanted to point out a couple of different things that we have going on. One is something you might not be aware of, but it goes hand in hand with our Shreem Brzee practice, and that's the Wealth POWERTIME events service that we have. This is really a very profound way to benefit from the Shreem Brzee practices that we do, because rituals are performed on your behalf every Friday. There is a flower puja that the priest, Premaraja, a Vedic priest, does every Friday, and he will offer flowers and a special vermilion powder to the goddess on our behalf. And also there are full moon fire rituals that happen with this subscription that you can do. So if you look in the description area underneath the video today, you'll see Wealth Power Time events, and there's a link that you can click on to check that out. And again, like with so many of the other different programs that we have at Pillai Center, there's different levels that you can come in at to fit your budget. So it's all good. Also, we have our Living My Lord's Prayer free program. Every week, we are experiencing My Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. Now, Dr. Pillai has really, really wanted us to get very much involved in learning the Aramaic prayer, because it's, you're going to learn the true meaning of the prayer. It's been translated so many times in so many different languages all over the world that things get lost. And to hear the original prayer in Aramaic, which Dr. Pillai says is also a mantra, they're sacred sounds. So, but anyway, we do this every week. We've been doing it every Thursday. We may switch to Saturdays. We'll let you know about that. But with this, you can not only learn the Aramaic language prayer, but also experience a really transforming grace of Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Jesus was a Siddha. So, just like Dr. Pillai, the blessings just pour from these divine beings. So there's a link that you can check that out as well. We have some new people on the line today, so I want to point out a couple of other things. Underneath the Living My Lord's Prayer post, you'll see the downloadable meditations from Dr. Pillai. There's the Light of Shreem Brzee meditation that we ended the program with today. The Brzee meditation, Brzee will be like a watchdog, that one. You can download those audios and listen to them offline, and you can have all of these playing 24/7 in your home to really absorb the Shreem Brzee sound and get that into your consciousness, get that into your mind. Dr. Pillai talks about replace the mind with the mantra. And the reason we do that is to replace our negative thoughts, our negative mindset with the divine sound. So it's really important just to keep that going all the time. And you'll also see a couple other different links for karma busting, karma removal techniques, different rituals that you can do. The lime rolling, there's also breaking coconuts. And there's videos on that in the description area too, that you can just click on it and watch. And Tarpanam, which is the ancestor offering, which can really change your destiny. So often, Dr. Pillai talks about soul genetics. We don't inherit just physical DNA, but we inherit soul DNA. Their mindsets are what we come into this world thinking and believing. And by doing this Tarpanam ritual, we can help them not only pass to higher levels of experience in the non-physical, but it can also help to release any influence that they have on us in a negative way. So Tarpanam is something that Dr. Pillai also says we should do every day. Anyway, check all that out. There's lots of cool things. And hopefully you can join the Living My Lord's Prayer. That link will take you to the Religion of Religions channel. This is Dr. Pillai's newer channel. So you can subscribe there too and be notified whenever we're going to be doing these programs. So anyway, thanks guys for joining us again so much. Thank you, Josie. I'm going to hand it back to you and you can close out our call with any final remarks and with Darshan. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. Again, everyone, the Tarpanam that she was speaking of, the ancestral offerings, is amazing. I've had a lot of breakthroughs with Tarpanam once I started doing it. So again, thank you everyone for participating this week, and for all of the new people. Hope to see you again next week. And we're going to wrap up this Friday with darshan. Darshan is a Sanskrit word which literally means to see, specifically to see a great or holy being. It has been said that gazing into the eyes of an enlightened being can bless and change you forever. An enlightened being like Dr. Pillai is not bound by the illusion of time and space. Invite him into your heart. Ask for his divine intervention in whatever situation you might be experiencing. Receive his blessings, and through grace, experience miracles. God bless you all. We'll see you soon. Namaste.